Deputy Aaron Miller had seen his fair share of strange calls working in Hollow Creek County, but the dispatch that came in on a stormy November night was different. 911 call from 1420 Hollow Creek Road, the operator said. Caller reported screaming inside the house, then the line went dead. Aaron frowned. That house had been empty for years. Locals whispered about the Henderson family that had vanished without a trace in the late 1980s. Kids called it the Hollow House. Ghost hunters trespassed sometimes, but no one had lived there since. Still, procedure was procedure. Aaron grabbed his flashlight, pulled on his raincoat, and drove out into the storm. The house stood at the end of a winding road, surrounded by bare trees. Lightning lit its sagging roof and boarded windows. The front door swung open with a slow groan, as though it had been waiting for him. He called out, "Sheriff's Department, anyone inside?" No answer. The smell hit him first, mold, damp wood, and something metallic, like rust or blood. His boots echoed as he stepped onto the warped floorboards. The living room was stripped bare, except for a broken rocking chair and a cracked mirror above the fireplace. His flashlight caught the reflection of his own nervous face. The radio on his shoulder hissed with static. Then, faintly, he heard a child's voice. "Help us." Aaron froze. "Dispatch, say again?" But the radio went dead. He searched room by room. In the kitchen, he found plates still set on the table, as if dinner had been abandoned 30 years ago. In the hallway, family portraits hung crooked, faces blurred with mold, except for the eyes, which seemed untouched, staring straight at him. On the second floor, a door was nailed shut with heavy boards. Carved into the wood were desperate words. "Do not open. It sees you." Aaron raised his flashlight. Something scratched from inside. Long, slow, deliberate. His pulse hammered. He stepped back, but the door rattled violently as though someone or something was trying to get out. Then it stopped. He forced himself onward, reaching the master bedroom. Rain lashed the windows, lightning flashing across the room. In the corner sat another mirror, tall and ornate. This time he didn't see himself. He saw a family of 4, a man, a woman, 2 children. Their eyes were wide, mouths twisted in silent screams. They pressed their hands against the glass, as though begging to be released. Aaron staggered back. His flashlight flickered. When it steadied again, the mirror only showed him, alone, pale, shaking. But now the rocking chair downstairs had begun to creak. He hurried down, heart racing. The chair rocked violently on its own. On the seat lay a small cassette recorder, dusty but intact. He pressed play. A man's frantic voice filled the room. "If anyone finds this, it's in the mirrors. It lives in reflections. It took my wife, my kids. It won't let us leave. Please, God, don't look in the mirrors." The tape cut off with a scream. He dropped it. His radio hissed again. Through the static came his own voice. "Deputy Miller reporting in. I'll stay here tonight." He hadn't spoken. The mirror above the fireplace shimmered. Shapes pressed against the glass. Hands, faces, dozens of them. One figure stepped forward. A man in a deputy's uniform. His uniform. His face. It smiled. The reflection raised his gun, aiming straight at him. Aaron gasped, stumbling back. The mirror shattered, but instead of falling, the shards hovered in the air, each one holding a different reflection. In every shard, he saw himself dying in a different way, hanging, burning, drowning, screaming. The air grew icy. His flashlight went out. In the pitch black, he felt cold hands grip his shoulders. A voice whispered right in his ear, "Now it's your turn." He screamed, then silence. At dawn, backup arrived. The house was empty. No sign of Deputy Miller. Only his radio and his flashlight were found on the living room floor, next to the shattered mirror. The official report listed him as missing in action, but locals say, on stormy nights, if you pass by 1420 Hollow Creek Road, you can hear his voice, crackling through old police radios, calling for help that never comes. And if you're foolish enough to step inside, don't look in the mirrors, because once you see him smiling back, there's no way out.